week or two ago, I asked on Facebook if there were any video requests, and I got a lot of great ideas, two of them being a makeup look with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and a makeup look that features a bold lip. So I'm going to try to do both of those in today's video. I'm going to use some of my favorite shadows that come from the Chocolate Bar palette, and then I'm also going to finish off the look with a lip combination that I have been loving lately. So I've already gotten started with some of my makeup, so let me run that down really quick. I did not have the greatest skin week, so I went with something a little bit more full coverage, and I used the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, and I have it in the shade 805 Ivory. And then on my blemishes and underneath my eyes, I used the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Light 2 Vanilla. And then to top everything, set it all, and kind of minimize my pores, I used the Benefit the POREfessional powder. And I tapped that all along my T-zone and then anywhere where I had to put some extra concealer. So all that's been done so far. To start off, I'm gonna finish with a couple other face products. Whenever I use a more full coverage foundation, I think it's pretty important to put some bronzer on just to add a little bit of health back to my skin and make my skin not look as flat. So for bronzer today, I'm using the Paula's Choice SunKissed Custom Color Bronzer Matte Finish. And this comes in a really large disc packaging, and it has two shades, a lighter and a darker. So to start off, I'm going to take the lighter color on my Bobbi Brown bronzer brush, and I'm just going to apply this to the perimeter of my face. And actually, when Paula's Choice sent me the bronzer, they sent me a few other things, including their new matte eyeshadow palette. So I think my next makeup look will probably be featuring that palette. So still working with the lighter bronzer, just lightly applying it to the perimeter. The CoverGirl foundation is just a touch darker than my neck, so I'm also going to take just a little bit of that bronzer just to kind of help that transition look more natural. I'm also going to go into the darker side of the bronzer, and I'm just going to focus that right on my temples and then right here next to my ear. For blush, I'm going to go with a longtime favorite, and that is Benefit's Hervana. I love this blush. I think it's definitely in my top 5 favorite blushes, and this is going to go beautifully with the lip color that I use later. Before I go into the palette, I'm going to lay down a base just on the lid, and for that I'm using the Rimmel Scandalize eyeshadow paint, and this is in the color Rich Russet. And this comes on a doe foot applicator, and I found the best way is just to apply some of the product to the tip of one of my fingers. When I use the doe foot applicator, it can sometimes get a little bit too much product. So I'm going to kind of mesh my two fingers together, and then I'm just going to tap this right on my lid. Rich Russet is a gorgeous color, and it is going to go perfectly with the eyeshadow that I'm going to put on top. But before I get to that, I want to warm up my crease a little bit, and for that I'm going to use my favorite color from the entire palette, and that is Salted Caramel. So I'm going to take that shadow on a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to buff it into the crease. I'm not being too precise with this color. I just really want to add some warmth to the look. So I'm just using little circular motions and just going all the way from the outside corner all the way to the inside corner. Now taking a smaller crease brush, I'm going to go in with the shade Oat Chocolate, and I'm going to place this all over my lid where I already have the Rich Russet laid down. So I'm just getting that on one side of this crease brush, and then I'm just going to tap over that color. I'm placing this color all over, but I am leaving just a little bit towards the inside corner blank because I'm going to put a lighter color there. So once I have the color all over my lid, I'm just going to start gently buffing this up into the crease. Not as high as I took Salted Caramel, keeping it into the lower crease, but just bringing it up really slowly and lightly. To help shape the eye just a little bit, I have the matte color Semi-Sweet, and this is just a matte mid-tone brown, and I've taken it on a pencil brush, and I'm going to start right here on my lower lash line at the outside corner, build a little bit of that color there, and then I'm just going to gently bring it up just a tiny bit. Now that I dragged that Semi-Sweet color up here, I'm going to go back in with another small crease brush and just lightly blend it in towards the center of my eye. To add a subtle brow bone highlight, I'm going to use White Chocolate, which is the matte cream color from the palette. And I'm going to take that on a tip of a brush, and then I'm just going to stamp it right underneath my arch of my eyebrow and then just slowly work it back and forth. Now I'm taking another one of my favorite colors from the palette, which is Marzipan, and I have that on a duo fiber pencil brush. And I'm just taking this around the inside corner and then lightly blending it in. wanted an even brighter inner corner, you could use the color Champagne Truffle, which is one of the larger shades in the palette. That one is really bright and metallic, which is pretty if that's what you're going for, but this Marzipan is what I've been reaching for a lot lately. I'm also taking whatever is left on the brush and I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. It's just really pretty and adds some brightness to the look. As soon as I'm done filming, I'm meeting my friend Ashley for coffee, so I'm going to forgo any kind of thick, bold eyeliner. And instead, I'm gonna opt for a push brush and the matte dark brown that comes in this palette, and that is called Triple Fudge. So all I'm gonna do is take this on the tip of the push brush and just place it right against my lashes and just kind of wiggle it in. And all that's gonna do is help my lashes look a little bit thicker when I put on my mascara. I love when palettes come with either a dark matte brown or a dark matte black, because during the work week I opt for doing this a lot more than reaching for a liquid eyeliner or a gel liner. Okay, that's it for eyeshadow. All I'm gonna do now is add some black mascara to both the upper and lower lashes. To finish off the look, I'm gonna go with a colorful lip. And I recently got my first ever Bite Beauty product and I love it. And this is one of the jumbo lip pencils, and I believe this is in the color called Violet. So I'm just going to apply this, kind of line my lips a little bit, and then I'm going to really blend it in with my finger. To add a little bit of shine, I'm going to use the Revlon lip gloss in the color 225 Berry Allure. And this is a birthday gift from my friend Sarah, and I really like it. It's my first ever Revlon lip gloss that looks like this, and the color goes perfectly with the Bite Beauty Violet. So I'm going to apply it right on top. So this is my completed look, and I love this lip combination. I've been wearing it a lot lately, and I think it really fits with that Pantone color of the year, Radiant Orchid. And I want to do a video and share with you all some of my favorite orchid color cosmetics, because I just find that color really fun and flattering to wear. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette in action. If you have any questions or just want some more information, I do have a fairly in-depth review video, so I will have that listed down below, and it does contain swatches. So that is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.